Hello lovelies, it's a beautiful fall day and I'm so excited to share with you 10 different things that are aging us 10 years. These 10 items today are just very superficial, easy to fix things that is just very helpful to be aware of. I'm not talking about skin deep things that age us, such as being in a toxic relationship. That is a surefire way to age yourself really quickly. The first thing that is aging us 10 years or more is wearing the wrong jewelry. Forget looking older, it just kind of makes us look a little bit cheaper than we'd like in our outfit. Chunky jewelry is actually very trendy for fall 2024, and some of the pieces that are trending look like this and this versus like this and this. So this is two very different aesthetics, and you can see how one of them would help elevate your outfit and one of them can just help you kind of look a little bit more dated, a little bit cheaper. One of the things that's very overlooked is wearing earrings that are too heavy. They make your earlobe look like it's 80 something years old. It starts to really drag and pull your ear hole down, and it's not a good look. Even on young people, but especially not at my age. Like, I feel the weight of an earring, and that's the first thing I do when I see a pair of earrings. I'll pick them up and I'll say, are these light? Yes or no? One of the things that you can do to fix them is have a little plastic earring backing. It's kind of like a support for your skin so that it's not, the earring isn't just hanging on your skin, it's hanging on the actual like little sticker. The other thing that's kind of interesting is brooches are sometimes things that people say are aging, but they're actually really trendy right now. So if you love brooches, I think you should absolutely wear them. I think they're more classic than anything. Let me know if you agree that brooches are something that ages us or not. I think that they're absolutely stunning and I should wear them more than I do. I just always seem to forget them for some reason. Number 2, clothing items that are the wrong length. And this can go literally both ways. Let's cover tops first. So tops are a very tricky item. I think as we get older, we want to hide our midsection more. We think that just popping on a shirt or a sweater that is longer can really help fix all of our problems. Like nobody will be able to see what's really going on under there. And a lot of times what happens is it creates just a boxy feel and look. Anytime that you can create a waist for yourself, it's going to really help, because not only will it make you appear not frumpy and not older than you are, but it'll also help you appear more modern. This is always an unfortunate silhouette when the shirt is so much longer and it just ages the whole look. Now, if you really want to have something that's longer, always wear an oversized blazer that's not like super overwhelming and kind of helps provide balance to the overall outfit. That's a really easy way to fix it. The other thing that can go wrong in terms of length are your skirts and your dresses. When you have something that doesn't hit you above the knee or below the knee, but just kind of at the knee, not only does it shorten your leg, something that I'm always looking for is like, how do I not look shorter than I am? This like just kind of looks like middle-aged club. I think that many of us are self-conscious about wearing mini skirts. I know I am. I hate my legs. One way that I've gotten around it and wearing definitely not micro minis, but something that's above my knee is by wearing tights, especially now that it's fall, winter. But if you're never gonna be a mini skirt lady, I get it. And therefore stick to something that's under your knees or ankle length in a maxi length. And number 3 are clothing items that are worn out. And now there's some pieces that are intentionally worn out, like jeans. You know, people pay money to have like a distressed look or distressed boots or t-shirts sometimes. And that is like a whole genre. However, when literally the clothes are just worn out and they're not supposed to be, like sweaters or handbags and like shoes that are literally just like falling apart or coats that are really tattered, that's just gonna completely age your look and it's gonna just feel frumpy and like you've had that piece like the entire time and therefore it has aged with you. So you don't want to get into that space. And coats are such a big thing because they get worn out quite a bit and it's very easy to elevate or cheapen your look depending on the kind of coat and outerwear that you have. So finding something that's cinched at the waist, it's always gonna make you appear more youthful. Again, it goes back to wasting things. I think wasting anything, anytime that you can, is really gonna help elevate your look, help you not look frumpy, help you look younger. It's kind of a fix-all. So not just having your coat be the afterthought, like, oh, like my puffer from 10 years ago, that will has been sitting there forever. Just paying attention to your outerwear, making sure that the buttons are still nice and tight, taking a lint roller, passing it through every single season, fixing those little things go a very long way and they help us not look older than we are. Number 4 is Capri Pants, and I have a whole video dedicated on how to style Capri Pants because they were extremely popular this year. It's one of those pants that I think has a time and place. It's definitely got kind of like a retro Italian villa vibe to it that I really like. However, it's a very particular type of capri pant vibe and styling right here that feels very chic and contemporary and classic. And then we have the capri pants that just feel like retirement home, like parachute pants with like the ankle socks and the white sneakers that just scream, I'm older and I don't care. And actually the silhouette pants is what my grandmother wore forever. So I kind of have a warm spot for that look. Like I have active like core memories of going to her house and she would make Rice Krispie treats and she'd be wearing the capri pants with the ankle socks and the sneakers. It's like an actual older vibe. And being aware of, okay, if you're gonna go, it's not about slashing entire categories or entire things from your wardrobe and say, I'm never wearing this print or I'm never wearing this style of pants. It's just being like, how am I wearing it? Like the brooch, how am I wearing the brooch? How am I wearing the chunky jewelry? Am I wearing the plastic one or I'm wearing the really chic and elevated type? Number 5 is hard because I did this one for a long time, and let me know if you were in this category. It's the what I call shopping forever 41. Sometimes when you have this nostalgia and something worked for you, and it wasn't forever 21, but when you go to these stores and you're still shopping them because you still can, right? I mean, you see cute things and you have this thing of like, well, this is where I've always shopped. You're shopping at these places, but that just don't work with your lifestyle anymore. Like just passing along a Forever 21 store, I can just quickly look in there and be like, yeah, those dresses are not part of my lifestyle. I could not show up in any, I can't think of one event that I could show up in any of these in, even if I did look good in it. So just kind of taking a look and assessing, am I shopping at places that maybe are just not for me anymore? And on the flip side, not shopping only like senior stores like Chico's and J. Jill and Talbot's, like just shopping at those stores only are going to age you because they're like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like have like a lot of styles and items that older women feel really comfortable in that aren't doing them any favors, and they're creating things that are gonna sell because they feel comfortable. But I feel like if you only shop at Chico's, you only shop at J. Jill, then your whole wardrobe and look is gonna feel a little bit older. And these are really nice high quality stores. I've actually worked with Chico's before and have a lot of really beautiful pieces that I still really, really like. So I'm not knocking those stores. I'm just saying I shop there with my mom all the time too because she really likes Chico's. And sometimes I'm like, ooh, like I can see how half of it is like good for me and the other half would age me 10 years. Like if I only shop there, if I started to really incorporate all of the pieces that they put out there. Thinking critically anywhere that you shop, whether it's the younger store or the older store, does this work for me? Is this gonna age me? Does the silhouette work for my body? Are these prints really relevant? Are the cuts of the clothes making my body look wider or, you know, less shapely than it really is? Number 7 is hard for me because I tend to move really fast through my day. I have to get ready usually pretty quickly. I'm a mom of 2 boys. I'm a stylist. I'm a fitness business owner. And so many things, right? Content creator. Rushing through my makeup is something that I am guilty of. And literally today I was sitting at a doctor's office with my son who needed to go back for a checkup of his appendectomy, which I shared in a previous video what happened there. We were sitting there in fluorescent lighting and he said, Mom, you're like, what's going on with your makeup? Like, he's like, can I help you blend it? Like with his dirty little fingers, he starts to try to like, and I'm like, you know what, go for it. I don't care what's on your fingers, just start to blend it in. Because I had my CC cream not fully blended. I had my summer blush not also blended in. Just looked like you were sun-kissed, and I love it because you really like kind of put it all around, like across your nose, apples of your cheeks, and then across your forehead, and then, you know, you blend it in, and it's supposed to give you like kind of that look of like where the sun hits you and burns you. And I was so excited when I saw my sister this summer, and I was like, I have like a new blush tutorial to show you. And like I did it on her, and she said, I just look like I have allergies, Ziba. And I was like, that's my doggy. So she looked like she had allergies. But anyway, I digress. So I had that sunburn blush gone wrong. I had my CC cream that wasn't blended. My eyeshadow was kind of everywhere, even my eyebrows. I mean, I was not blended in whatsoever. And guess what? I literally looked like I'm 45 again, like I was 10 years older. I just looked like I hadn't had time, like I couldn't see anymore, which by the way, I can't. I'm like 2 minutes away from needing readers, but I look like I couldn't see. and it really aged me. So taking those extra 3 minutes, because that's all it takes to blend our makeup, is going to take us so much further in looking and appearing more youthful. Number 8, sticking with not fixing what ain't broke. And what I mean by that is another very personal example. So I have had a very similar hairstyle for a long time. I've been told 100 times here on this channel that I don't do my hair looks awful or whatever. So last year at bangs, just for fun, just to try something different, because why not, right? Despite my stylist recommendation, I got bangs. It's been very difficult to grow them out, and my hair is very, very wavy. So it's impossible to like ever do anything with it. So just have patience with me until it grows out. I continue to look a little bit disheveled. And the reason I tried the bangs is because I wanted to shake up my look, and I noticed that like for the last 10 years, I hadn't switched out my look whatsoever. And now I know I'm saying two things. I'm saying try something different, but also when I did try something different, it was very difficult to fix, and I'm still in the middle of growing them out. But I'm never gonna regret trying it, because I feel like it really inspired me and like my image. Like all of last fall when I had the bangs, I really enjoyed how I looked. I just couldn't keep up the maintenance, because I'm pretty low maintenance when it comes down to it. So let me know if you have bangs and like what your story has been there, because wow, sometimes when we are in our comfort zone, we don't want to switch up our look because it's always worked for us. The haircut, the particular jeans cut or bra size, we're evolving, ever-changing creatures. And so if we don't change something up, I feel like it stops serving it. It's just good to take a step back and not just do things because we've always done them. There's a lot of things that we can do that we can reverse, but we can just try new things to evolve. So I think the big point here is when we don't evolve, then that ends up aging us, because we just kind of think that we're looking the same, but we're not. We're keeping something constant, but we're changing, and this isn't changing with us. And so that just drags the overall look down. Number 9 is the wrong shoes. And there's 2 in particular that I'm thinking of. Number 1 is heels. I'm a self-proclaimed heels expert and lover, so I'm not shaming you if you love heels. I'm just saying if you are not a good heels walker and you can't do them, then don't do them, because it's just going to age you. Heels are one of those things that it's very easy to bring down the overall look, like even for young people. Like sometimes when I'm out and I'm driving home from dinner or something, and like I'll see like, you know, the younger women like coming out and starting their night, and they are just hobbling along looking so uncomfortable. They don't look confident, they don't look attractive, and it's because they don't know how to walk in heels. So it's not necessarily a youth thing. It's one of those things that either you can walk in heels or you can't, and if you can't, then wearing them is just going to make you look older, because as we get older, and if we can't walk in heels, then it just becomes very painful to watch because our joints can't do it. Really good heels walker from my dance experience, and also wearing heels forever and kind of mastering the technique of walking in heels, which I'm happy to do a video of in the future. There's so many amazing shoe brands that make heels and they're so comfortable. Like I'm a huge fan of Inez, fully heeled burgundy boots that I've been wearing all season long. And I have a whole video dedicated on how to style burgundy boots that I will put here. The other shoe that is really unflattering, just like a little old and dated, a round toe that just kind of peek out of like your very flared leg jeans or your whatever kind of jeans, or even skinny jeans. That just looks old and tired and like kind of like an afterthought. It's not going to do anything stylistically for your outfit, and it's just going to age you. And number 10 are prints. And the prints that we hear a lot about aging us are like the big, bold kind of geometric shapes or the graphic flowers. The material that they're on is so important to take into consideration. There's some that think that polka dots age you, but I think they're very stylish and chic. It just, again, depends on the material and the cut and like how big they are. Like I think a beautiful white and black polka dot dress or top, I mean, who's gonna argue with that? Same thing with stripes or plaid or herringbone, just classic patterns and prints that you'll wear forever that don't have like a stamp in time. It's just always part of a classic wardrobe. Make sure to watch 7 lies that we've been told as women over 40 on what not to wear. And if you have fun with me today, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I hope to see you really soon.